Hello, my name is Stephen Marburg and I'm a Continence Nurse Advisor and Coordinator of the National Continence Helpline, which is supported by the Australian Government Department of Social Services under the National Continence Program and managed by the Continence Foundation of Australia. In this video, I will provide an overview of the range of federal and state funding schemes available to people who require financial assistance to purchase continence products. Continence products include disposable pads, pull-ups, catheters and bags, condom drainage, washable pads and mattress protectors, to name a few. There are also products available that have been designed for fecal, that is bowel incontinence. For some people it is necessary to use products to manage the condition and improve their quality of life. Products vary in price and quality depending on the degree and type of incontinence and the quantity of the product needed. They can be expensive to purchase, particularly if needed long term. Therefore, it is important to understand what funding schemes are available to assist with the cost of purchasing products. It can sometimes be difficult to find a product that meets all of a person's needs. Is it suitable for their type of incontinence? Does it hold the volume required? Is it noticeable? How comfortable is the fit? Is it user or carer friendly? For advice on product selection and even how to obtain samples from product suppliers, phone the National Continence Helpline on 1800 33 0066. There are federal and state and territory funding schemes available to people who require financial assistance to purchase continence products. These schemes have different eligibility criteria. It is important to note that you may be able to apply for government funding through several schemes if you are eligible. There are two federal funding schemes, the Continence AIDS Payment Scheme, known as CAPS, and the Rehabilitation Appliances Program, made available to eligible war veterans or war widows by the Department of Veterans Affairs. CAPS is funded by the federal government for people who are Australian citizens who meet the eligibility criteria. The average yearly payment is over $500, which goes towards the cost of continence products. CAPS is available to people aged 5 years and over with permanent and severe incontinence due to neurological conditions such as stroke, multiple sclerosis, dementia or Parkinson's disease. Or it is available to pensioners with an eligible condition such as bowel cancer, prolapse or prostate disease. The second federal funding scheme is the Rehabilitation Appliances Program for Department of Veterans Affairs Gold Card holders. This scheme provides a range of products to eligible war veterans or war widows. Partners of Gold Card holders may be eligible for the CAPS scheme if they meet the eligibility criteria. The state and territory funding schemes provide a range of equipment to people living in the community who have a permanent or long-term disability. The name of the state funding schemes may vary from state to state, and some state-based schemes may provide disposable products such as pads, while others may not. The state schemes also vary considerably in their eligibility requirements. The main requirement is that the person must have a pension card. In some states, there are separate schemes for children 16 years and under. For all of these schemes, a continence assessment is required, usually completed by a continence nurse advisor. In order to be eligible, you or the person you care for has to have incontinence permanently and have been given a diagnosis relating to the incontinence by a medical professional. All applications for funding require a health report from an appropriate health professional, such as a doctor or continence nurse advisor, about the condition. If there is no professional diagnosis, I would encourage you to discuss the problem with a doctor and possibly get a referral to the local continence service. Admittedly, incontinence may be an embarrassing issue to talk about, more so in some cultures, but incontinence can often be better managed with the right advice. Without a professional diagnosis, it will be very difficult to receive funding. This is because each application form must have a signature of a continence health professional attached to it. Some people may not be eligible for certain schemes, but they may be eligible for others. It is best to contact the National Continence Helpline to discuss eligibility requirements. For example, if you are receiving a package through the federal government or are on the National Disability Insurance Scheme, then you are not eligible for extra funding. Application forms are available online, however it may be easier to phone the National Continence Helpline on 1800 33 0066 to identify which paperwork you require and determine what you need to do next. Alternatively, you can approach a continence health professional who can access all the application forms, as all of the forms will require their signature. If you need further information about financial assistance or bladder and bowel health, call the National Continence Helpline on 1800 33 0066. The free helpline is staffed from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, by continence nurse advisors who provide advice, resources and referrals to local continence services. Thank you for taking the time to view this educational video.